First off, we're going to have a short segment, though, on Istanbul's theme. There's been a discussion about something called Orientalism within the board game industry recently, so let's find out about that. I don't know anything about that. I'm an actual idiot, but for this I went to talk to my friend Baki, who's faculty at London's Goldsmiths University. Baki's a sociologist who actually grew up in Turkey, and for what it's worth, he's also an annoyingly good Netrunner player. Baki, what is Orientalism?
You want me to explain it to you as if you don't know?
Exactly as if I don't know.
Okay. Orientalism initially emerges from British and French colonization, and it's the definition of Middle Eastern, North African, and Asian cultures in the terms of the colonizers. Basically, it's a lens through which we view the world, where instead of seeing the similarities between the peoples of Europe and the Orient or the East, we see the differences and we exaggerate them. So if a book or a movie or a board game trades on how strange and beautiful the Middle East or India is, representing the people living in those places as being all the same, while denying their individuality outside of those stereotypes, that's an Orientalist attitude. These people become simpler, lesser human beings than ourselves. Although I was quite suspicious of Istanbul when you first showed me the box, having played it, the game doesn't feel Orientalist to me. We play as local-looking people instead of Western merchants or missionaries or colonists. We engage in tasks that probably the locals of the time engaged in. We treat our assistants reasonably well, and there are no harems or opium dens or jinns in sight. The family member in prison bit is maybe where we could potentially read some Orientalist leanings into it, as Orientalist narratives tend to emphasize what a huge deal family is to those strange Oriental folk. But in this case, our relationship with our extended family is fairly complicated, and I think it works fine.
So, what I'm getting here is that Arabia isn't a magical place.
No, it's a place exactly as complicated as any other place.
Not even at night?
No.
Okay. Let's talk about the kebab shop promo tile.
There's definitely something uncomfortable about it. It's a European vision of a non-European place, since the kebab shop as depicted in the promo doesn't really exist at that time. In fact, the whole place looks like it could exist in Germany today if you replace the fez-wearing dudes with generic European white men. The problem is that this version of the kebab shop as a symbol is both much more recognizable for a European audience, and its cultural significance is derived from how it appears in European context. But it reduces Ottoman cuisine to doner kebab, which only makes sense if your exposure to Ottoman cuisine is through having eaten a lot of doner kebab after a night out.